What's up YouTube, this is Spartan CC bringing you a Castle Clash video today. In this video, I'm just going to be showing you, in my opinion, what is the best thing to spend your gems on in Castle Clash. So, say you either bought some gems or you're free to play and you've accumulated some gems. As you can see, I have like 9,000 gems right now. I have not spent money on this game for many years now, so all of my gems and different heroes that I've got have been free to play. But I'm just going to go through and just kind of talk about the pros and cons of spending your gems in different ways. So the first thing, I'll probably just go through things that you definitely don't want to spend your gems on. So the first thing is definitely do not get these spend gems for packs. They are not worth it. You can get much better things for spending that many gems. So definitely never get this. Don't do spend gems for packs. That's all I'm going to say. The next thing that you really don't want to spend your gems on is changing talents. So as you can see, if I go onto here and I can change it, so I can select to randomly replace a talent for 300 gems, right? I click OK. But what the 300 gems does is it will give you a random talent and also a random level, so from 1 to 5. You definitely don't want this. As you can see, you either have the talent refresh cards, which are pretty easy to get, and you can also actually get these level 5 talent refreshes pretty easily. I don't use them that often since I don't change my talents that often, but as you can see, I have 1,800 of them, which will last me quite a while. And yeah, maybe at first you don't have very many of these, but I would just wait. Use your free changes, maybe you'll get lucky, but do not use your gems on talents because later on in the game you'll get a lot of these level 5 talent refreshes and you can just use those without spending any gems. Another thing that I would not spend gems on is your traits. I would spend gems up until you have about, like as you can see here, I have quite a few level 4 and level 5 traits, but once you get to that point, I would kind of stop spending gems because there's really no point except to just spend a lot more gems. As you can see, if I wanted to lock in all of my level 4 and 5s, it's going to cost me 2,000 gems right here to be able to change just the one, which is not worth it in my opinion unless you have a ton of gems. But as you can see, like the traits aren't that great, but they're going to help out at least when they're level 4 or 5. So I would spend gems on those whenever you evolve a hero. Also, another thing, I would not use gems to change your enchantment. As I said, later on you'll get a ton. As you can see, I have even more enchantment trait chests, but these aren't as good because they can give you sometimes level 4 ones when you want level 5. So sometimes you have to use a lot more of those to get the trait or the talent that you want. But I would just hold out and not spend gems on it unless you're really desperate. But like as I said, enchantments are nice, but they aren't like the only thing that matters in this game. So the thing that I would definitely recommend spending your gems on is something called treasure mining, which there isn't an event right now, but when there is treasure mining, I'll leave a video in the description where I talk about treasure mining and how to get event coins and stuff like that. So I would definitely spend your gems to try and get event coins, because overall you can use them to do like Prospector's Wheel, you can get a Dynamica, you can get lots of heroes, and also just treasure mining gives you pretty good rewards for how much gems you spend on it. So I would definitely use them for that. If you're lower level, I would also consider spending your gems to complete quests that are kind of hard to complete, because quests actually give you really good rewards now. As you can see, you can even get the level 5 talent chests, and it only costs like 10 gems for the first one, and then I think 50 for the second one. So it's kind of, it's not really that much big of a deal if you just do that. But I wouldn't use gems to like refresh your dungeon entries or your HBM entries. I would just wait and get, the dungeon refresh cards and stuff like that. Another thing that I would also recommend is if you're kind of low on good heroes, you can also hire with gems. There's quite a few heroes that you can get with gems. I would come into here and kind of look at the hero compendium, and you can see whether you can get them with gems or not. So if like I come onto here, higher with gems, higher with gems, higher with gems. So you can get all these epic heroes. You can get a bunch of the legendary heroes. There's some that you can't get by rolling. For example, like Zephyrica right here. It's only official events. Same thing with like Lavanica. You can only get him through official events. But most heroes you can hire with just gems. But I would also wait if you're going to hire with gems. I would wait till they do the 10 times hero, and they also make it only 1,200 gems each instead of 1,500. That way you're saving the most gems, and you're also guaranteed a legendary hero every time you use it. So I would wait until that instead of just doing this 450. Unless you have these little cards, the discount cards that make it cheaper. I have a couple of them, I think. I just got to remember where they are in my warehouse. Yeah, hero hire. So hiring heroes with gems costs 20% less for 30 minutes and limited to first 40 heroes only. So if you have these, I would definitely recommend using them if you're going to hire some heroes. I think the only other thing that I usually spend gems on, also don't spend gems to revive your heroes unless you're, pretty impatient. I would just wait, because if you always just revive your heroes when they die, it's actually a lot of gems every single time. And then, as I have in another video how you can get gems for free, so if you need that, I'll also link that in the description. But basically, I would just use my gems on treasure mining, and when you evolve a hero, just to get their traits to a minimum, level 4, level 5, without spending too many. And then also, I would recommend, if you need new heroes, I would hire with heroes or with gems, but I would wait till they have the 10 times hero deal, because that's the best deal. If you buy a lot of gems and you don't really care about what you spend them on, then you can kind of just experiment what you want to spend gems on, but definitely don't spend them on talents or enchantments, because that's just a gem sink right there. You're not gonna get anything good from that. And they're just kind of a waste of gems. But anything else, really, if you want to try and, see how it is for you. But I've been playing this game for over 5 years, and those are the best things that I've seen come out of this game. The only other thing I can think of that you might want to spend your gems on is discount store. Sometimes they do have some pretty good things you can buy with gems if you really need, like, I don't know, books or something like that. So I think everything... Actually, not everything, but some of the things you can buy with gems, and if you get a good discount, you could get a good deal on something that you can buy with gems. But I wouldn't really bank on that, because lots of the time it's just random and you don't get the things that you really want. But yeah, so hopefully this helped you guys out. Please let me know what you guys spend your gems on in the comments. Please like and subscribe, and as always, have an awesome day.